Regulation D is the federal private placement rule. Regulation D can have an unlimited number of accredited investors and up to 35 non-accredited investors. It is possible that it's a private placement under federal law, no registration required federally, but it does not meet the definition of private placement under state law because there can only be no more than 10 offers. No commissions can be paid, so that it requires registration at the state level. Under Regulation D, the term accredited investor includes the following. It includes investment advisors, institutional clients, organizations with assets in excess of $5 million, individuals holding one of these securities licenses in good standing, Series 7, 65, or Series 82. It includes individual investors with either a net worth in excess of $1 million, excluding the value of their primary residence and any related debt. This net worth calculation include the value of spouses' assets and any minor children, not friends' assets, not adult children's assets. So they can qualify based on net worth of greater than $1 million or on an adjusted gross income. If they're single, $200,000. If they're married filing jointly, $300,000 in the previous 2 years and reasonably expected to be so this year. So this is the federal private placement rule. So let's look at these together. Regulation D and the Uniform Securities Act, both describing private placements. We see reference to the term accredited investor under Regulation D. Private placements are exempt transactions. Exempt transactions. No more than 10 offers under state law. No more than 10 offers. No commissions. Accredited investors, you can have an unlimited number. And then under Regulation D, you can have up to 35 non-accredited investors. Private placements allow for the legal sale of unregistered, non-exempt securities. Non-exempt securities. State Anti-Fraud Authority. Nothing is exempt from the anti-fraud provisions of the Act. No person, no security, no issuer, nobody, nothing is exempt from the anti-fraud provisions of the Act. So even if someone's not registered, even if they don't need to be registered, they're not exempt from the anti-fraud provisions of the Act. So it is Part 1 of the USA that is titled Fraudulent and Other Prohibited Practices, commonly referred to as the anti-fraud rules. These rules preempt federal securities law. The anti-fraud provisions of the Uniform Securities Act apply to all security sales and offers. Nothing is exempt. The test loves this. So is a political subdivision exempt from the Act? No. Is a U.S. government exempt from the Act? No. U.S. government securities are exempt securities, but nothing is exempt from the anti-fraud provisions of state securities law. That concludes our discussion of regulation of securities and issuers. Practice the topic quiz, and I'll see you in the next video.